We will be looking at business process cycles used in sales order processing. For sales order processing, the activities involved are pre-sales activities, sales order processing, inventory sourcing, delivery, billing, and payment. This is called as order to cash scenario. In pre-sales activity or sales activity, the steps involved are inquiry, quotation, then an order based upon these two. An inquiry is a gesture customer inquires about a product or service provided by the company. Quotation is a response to an inquiry, can be a response to an inquiry, or it can be created without any reference to an inquiry. It's a response, it's a statement by company that I'm able to provide certain goods and services for a given price for a given date. So it's a legally binding document from the perspective of company to stating that it can provide certain goods for a given price and date. An order is a confirmation of and quotation actually, wherein customer sends a purchase order requesting certain goods to be delivered to him for a given price for X number of quantity. And the other order types or sales processing can be used is when he wants to return goods, we use return orders. And if we want to deliver some free of charge materials, we will be using different order types. The word order types is being used often. I will explain what exactly an order type means. What essentially we are talking about is order type is essentially a process wherein a company is performing a business process, be it capturing customer requirement to deliver a normal product for a price and date, or when customer is requesting the company to give a credit or debit, to give a credit memo in case he is being overcharged, or requesting a free of charge delivery for a bonus item, or wants to return the goods which he has purchased previously. So these whole processes can be captured in order type. At an order scenario, the interface with SD and FI happens through credit management and happens with material management through availability check. In shipping essentially is a process called logistic execution, wherein we will be processing the order and delivering the goods to the customer. So it involves SD, MM and FI. And the last and final part is a billing document. A billing document is an invoice we generate to customer saying that requesting to pay certain amount to us in lieu of the services and products we have provided. As we said, there are distinct 4 groups of sales documents: pre-sales activity, inquiry, and quotation, sales orders. In complaint processing, we can have free of charge delivery, credit memos, debit memos, and return orders. What are the things when we say of sales order processing? There are 3 control elements available within a sales document. We call them as order type controls, item category controls, and schedule line controls. And order type controls the number range for order, the prices, the item increment, output to be generated from an order. Item category controls whether pricing should be carried out for the item, whether the item is relevant for to be invoiced, whether it is relevant for to be delivered. And schedule line category controls the internal processing, whether this item will have any cost impact, and it is determined through a movement type. And also internal order processing, how the availability should work, whether if required, do we need to do procurement for this material automatically. So all these controls are determined by schedule line category. From a sales document, you can create delivery or directly create a billing document. In addition, some sales documents such as rush orders create automatic delivery. As I mentioned, a sales document is structured on header, item. Each item will have a schedule line, at least one schedule line. And for a header represents general data which is valid for entire document. It has sold to party, shipped to party, contains purchase order number from the customer, the sales area data for the document, payment terms, pricing elements for the entire document, order status. And item data. Header data applies to all items within the document. But within an item, we can override the data which is coming from header. And header data includes material number and material related data, what is the delivery date, whether this item is to be registered or not, partner determination if you want to have alternative shipping party or forwarding agent for this particular item, any text, plant and storage location, pricing conditions for this individual item, and all these activities are controlled by item category. Schedule line data. Schedule line data has a confirmed quantity and confirmed delivery date, and it can have multiple schedules. For example, if customer requires 20 units of mobile phones and we are able to provide this 20 units in two schedules, say 5th of January and 10th of January. So we will be having two schedule lines, one for 5th of January, say 10 units, and the rest 10th of January for 20 units. Schedule line category also controls whether this document, whether we will be doing availability. As I mentioned, we have got two schedule lines that has come based on the availability check. And secondly, it also controls whether these materials are to be procured from outside or produced. So it contains transfer requirements as well. Coming back to item category or item data. Item category performs a role to show that a same material can work in different processes differently. It primarily talks about whether the item given in a process is relevant for delivery or not, whether schedule line is relevant for this item or not, whether the item can be billed or not, whether pricing is relevant for this item or not. So this kind of data is determined by item category. For example, same material, say mobile, in a normal order, outbound standard order, is relevant for price, availability, delivery, and billing. But the same material, when we have a reverse scenario wherein customer wants to return the good, we do not need to do requirement check or credit check, but it requires delivery as well as invoicing to give a credit limit. I hope this will be more clear when we go to example. We are going to see an example for creation of a sales order. The order type we are using is OR, that is standard order presented by SAP. The transaction code to process a sales order is VA01. As you can see here, to process the sales order we have given organizational data as well. Even if you do not give organizational data in the main screen, that would be fine, because organizational data is determined from the customer master. So when you press enter, you will see a screen. Though it has multiple tabs and multiple structure, this entire structure is determined by order type. So all the screen sequence and fields are determined by order type. So we will be giving sold to party. Sold to party is a partner function who is ordering, because ship to party is a partner function from to where we will be delivering our goods. Purchase order number is customer purchase order number, email or fax sent by the customer to us. We get required delivery date automatically from the document type. A document type will propose delivery dates as well as a pricing date as well. You can see automatically. If you press now, I've entered the material and quantity. When I press enter, the system will automatically determine the plant and item category. The system determines the plant, item category and price of this material. The item category is 10, which is delivery relevant and availability relevant. If I click on schedule line category for this one, I see for 11 is confirmed. The schedule line category is individual purchase order. If you see, all the data is determined automatically. So most of the data which is coming from either the standard order type. Some data is being filled from the sold to party master record, like the sales group, sales office, what is the price list, what is the document currency, what is the customer group, what is the account assignment for this customer, what are the payment terms for this customer, what is shipping condition for this customer. All these are coming from the sold to party master data. If you see item data, click on item details. We will be getting details for the material. What is the material group, what is the product hierarchy used, what is the division used by the material, what is the shipping point. This is shipping point and route are determined within the order. Some of the information is passed from the header, like Incoterms and payment terms. The conditions are being determined directly by the system called pricing determination. As you can see, we have determined base price as well as a cash discount and output tax on this. We can see how the price is determined through this button as analysis, which provides what is the pricing procedure used, and what are the pricing condition types used. We will look at what is meant by these in detail in later. So we can have some text which is coming from the material master, material sales text. We can have some same thing like from header as well. So from user perspective, all you have to do is enter sold to party, purchase order number, material, quantity. Rest all things are determined automatically, be it item category, shipping point, plant, pricing, availability, everything is determined automatically. In our case, this schedule line category creates individual purchase order. Because this material is an externally sourced material. We can see material master data directly from the sales order by clicking display material. And these are the views available for the material master. Here in procurement indicator F suggests that this material is to be procured externally. Similarly, we can go to customer master data directly from a sales order. Here we can see there's company general data and sales area data maintained for this customer. Herein we see sales office, sales group, and document pricing procedure, what are the shipping conditions, what are the Incoterms or payment terms, whether it's liable to pay tax on the amount assignment group. So the final check is to check incompletion log. So this document is complete, we can save this order. Now once the order is saved, we will be ready for delivery processing as soon as the material is ready to be shipped.